Kazique, tell us, what are you seeing? What's being done by the city? What are you seeing from, organization, corporations trying to, communities coming together to try to make a difference and really sort of build get us through this crisis and get us to a point where we can be in a position where we can thrive when we come out on the other side.
One, thank you, Preston, for inviting me out today. One of the things I'm very keenly aware of is the importance of government being responsive to the needs of the community. And I'll be honest, I think this is the kind of crisis that many of us in our generation, and the generation before, is not familiar to us. And so we've had to really kind of look at this and kind of put all our expectations we had before and put them in a nice little nook somewhere, because now we're really having to be really innovative and thoughtful and think outside the box. And that's not what we typically see from government. That's how we don't think, sometimes we don't think of government as being innovative. But one of the things that we've seen is here in Austin is our many staff, hundreds of people across the city government who had to be creative, whether it's converting to meetings online and getting used to doing Zoom and WebEx, and because some folks were a little resistant to that, but really adjusting to that on a really basic level, but really being responsive to the needs of our small businesses here locally. But I think what's really key here, and I guess before I move on, I want to make sure I share on the chat, there's a link to a number of resources the city provides. Number one, there's free coaching that's available for small businesses. There's a number of loan programs and business for let me see real clearly, for folks who are looking for bridge between now and when things kind of get better. There's loan programs there. There's also programs for veterans. So there are a number of programs, but the truth of the matter is the city does not have the capacity to meet all the needs. The good thing is that we have a city that is trying to be responsive and it is doing as many kind of different programs and connecting with community leaders to see what kind of services we could best provide the community. However, one of the things that we saw very quickly were some of our businesses, our local businesses, looking to support not just small businesses, but also nonprofits by providing resources. So not just information, that again, if you go to the link I provide you, there are some classes that people can actually sign up for, because one of the things I know, if you're running a business, well, it's never really a slow time, because this is also a time to learn more about yourself and how to run your business more effectively and learn some things during this time. So when things do get better, you're at the front of the pack versus in the back. But what we have found here in Austin is that we have several of our nonprofits, our foundations, and our businesses willing to put money in the pockets of small businesses and in individuals. Because think about for a lot of our communities, they don't have a traditional nonprofit on the books. So they might be running a business out of their home, but it's still a small business. And so because our nonprofits and our businesses have been willing to put money in people's pockets to help them survive through this difficult time, it's been, to me, one of the most powerful experiences I've had here in Austin, because it shows people's commitment to helping people thrive, that we can't do this by ourselves, and we have to be a resource to one another. And so I think sometimes people think of the federal government as the one who does a lot of this stuff, but the truth of the matter is, right here locally in our cities, we have a lot of resources available to us, but not just from government, but also from the nonprofit sector, and also from our business communities, really trying to look for ways of supporting our small businesses.
Fantastic. And I'm totally, with you in terms of, we can do much better, together, right? So how do we collaborate? How do we work in conjunction for a common cause, for a common theme? Lauren mentioned about pivoting. Are there opportunities to pivot and where 2 or 3 organizations are doing something together, or are there opportunities in serving a certain demographic, or provide certain services that are immediately need? Maybe you didn't think about it before, but here is the opportunity. So, I encourage you to, to think through, seek out mentors, seek out, people that are on this call, to really get a sense of what you can do, and really try to make it work before, trying to, close anything down or whatever. Just seek out resources, and get your information, and insights before, going forward.